this morning. And then just one interesting article I read, because I was, pondering the 10-year yield actually coming down, bonds rallying, despite tapering. That was very interesting, the economy. But supposedly the market is thinking that even if the Fed raises rates, it's going to peak very shortly after that. So the expectation is just for a relatively short and slight tightening cycle. So I mean, this is all good for markets. I mean, you'll have your volatility around these events, but longer term, it seems like Fed is going to be pretty accommodative. They may have no choice really. So that's interesting. And then looks like White House had a meeting with executives at Walmart, Target, UPS, FedEx, and about supply chains, and they're saying that the store shelves will be stocked for the holiday. So that's good. You guys can get your Mickey and Minnie Mouse, right? And then one important thing that's been on the back burner is the Evergrande. Is that, remember that 30-day grace period on their bond payment? That's coming up today, I think.
And that's one of the reasons. Let's get started here.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. 11:10. Ober's just talking about Evergrande, and Evergrande, for what I'm hearing, is there's going to be some issues in the U.S. because of this and the defaults, and that may be the first of many. So just know that that's out there. As long as you know that, great summary, Omen. And then we see, right? Okay, SPX down what, about 9, 10. You're right at this 48.72 area, 46.72, 46.51 over. 46.51 down, 4,700 up. I actually like the 4,700s up for Friday. We'll keep an eye on that. If they get down to about 2, just wait, chill, relax, breathe. NVIDIA, 301, 309, underneath 291 bad. ASML down 22. This is very interesting. I actually like the 860s. The 860s for next week and up to 7. We'll look at those right off the bat for AMAT earnings. Very, very interesting. Because then it gets to 900 and boom. If you get them at 6 or 7, they pop to 40. Very nice. Qualcomm, 168. If you don't know the number, just go right in and paint it on your wall. 168. LRCX, right to 622. Sam's number, 616, 622. Did you see where it closed? 621.91. Sam says 622. Boom. MDB, runner. This one sure looks like 600 is coming. Then we see Lucid down 1. I'm intrigued with the 45 calls at $1 on Rivian. I wouldn't pay more than $1. It pops up, pops down, doesn't hold a lot. Okay. Then we see Roblox. Watch this one early. If on the open we dive and this hits 103. The 105 calls for this week at 2 become an interesting lotto. And next week's the one we sold back down at $3 become an interesting play. Hubs, HUBS, runner. We still have another week on it. This looks like 872, 891 coin. Lower. This one should bounce to 350 also. If it doesn't, it's a tell. But not going to play this one. Probably just going to sit there and wait. Okay? So not going to do anything. I just want to watch it. AMD 151. MicroStrategy, you knew right away. It just started right back down. It doesn't act right still. They just believe it. They don't like it. Okay? 901. Amazon. It's positive. Can it get to 36.32? Then we see. Okay? Shopalicious. 1566. Now 1566. TTD 100. Like the 100s, add a week. Like the 100s, add a week at $1 if it opens lower. UPST. Stalking the 280 calls. They closed at 41. If I can buy them at 2, if it reverses, and, not saying it's going to. If you buy them at 2 and it reverses, you got a grand slam. Okay, so interesting. The numbers, the pure numbers were perfect. Nothing wrong with them. But the rate of growth is lower. Okay, that's why it's way lower. If UPST doesn't come back at all, then I'm pretty sure AFM is going to test this 120 area after earnings. Then we see. So that would be AFM. ANET, mover, 551. NOW can't get over 700. Moderna, let's see if this tanks. If this tanks, then it gets really, really fun. How far lower can this go if it tanks? It's set up to completely dive. We're in this one. We got a lot of them. Googleicious. So here's the thing about the market. The market gets stupid. A lot of people in the market get stupid. People that comment get stupid. Okay, Google. So let's say Google gets an antitrust against them, and they lose, and they got to pay $3 billion. Okay. And then they say they're going to appeal, so they don't have to pay $3 billion. The stock goes down the day they get the appeal, and the stock goes down 150. So the stock went down, and then they appeal, and then they lose appeal. So stock goes down again. It already went down. And now they're going to, sometime today later, they're going to go say, we're going to take this to the highest court. We're going to appeal again. And in 2 years or whenever that ruling comes out, it's going to open down again. Because people that don't even know that it happened, okay? So watch Google. Google, if it goes positive, and now you know why this thing didn't hold 3,000. Remember I told you 3,100s were at $18 was the stupidest priced option I've seen in 10 years? I've never seen anything like it. 120 points up was $18. 120 with no earnings. It had zero chance to get to 3,100. And people were like, oh my God, sending me a message, Sam, do you like Google? Do you like Google up? I'm like, they're $18. I wouldn't pay $1. I'm telling you, I would not have paid $1. And they were 18. If you know simple pricing, there's no way you would do that. Never in your life. Write this on the wall. Wait for Google 130 points up to pay $18. Unless it's earnings week. Then you got news. If there's no earnings, don't ever pay $18 or 130 points up. If you do, tell wifey to get the belt. You need some belt action. There you go. Okay? Don't do that. Tesla. Does he comment during the day? But there's something else. Does this take out 10:56, 10 minutes after open? Why, Sam? Why? Because it was at 10:45 at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. PANW back on the screen. PANW earnings coming next week. 522. 522. Okay, comments, questions, nothing. Everybody's like, yeah, Cowboys suck. We know that. Rivian, we don't know what time Rivian's coming. Okay? That's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.